Wayne Wicker, the S&P's up around 3% year to date, but it's been a bumpy ride. How do you see the rest of the year unfolding?
So Greg, it's a great question. I think that over the next few months we're going to continue to see some volatility in the markets. You know, the summertime has historically been a challenging time for investors, and I think we're going to have to wait until the fourth quarter of this year. But ultimately I think we'll see the market up as we close out the year later today.
And you're bullish on energy companies, particularly Chesapeake and Consol. Why do you like this sector and these particular stocks?
Well, I think that in the Vantagepoint funds, we have some that are value, some that are growth. Those guys that have a very long time horizon in the value space really are very selective in energy. Chesapeake and Consol, though, have first mover advantage. They have some really great resources. And I think over a long period of time, they are going to be firms that the street will recognize as having great value.
Now, healthcare has done very well since the bottom, since the depths of the financial crisis, since we've come back. And one stock you like there is Biogen. And that's certainly been on a roll. So healthcare, Biogen, tell me what takes these higher.
So in a period where we've seen a lot of ratcheting down in earnings growth for a lot of different sectors, healthcare continues to be strong. Biogen in particular is a perfect example of that. You know, they have many drugs and a couple of different pipelines, and they tend to have the ability to hit numbers time and time again, not only with their core drugs in MS and a couple of other fields, but they are now coming in with new drugs within the pipeline that I think over a long period of time are going to reward stockholders.
And over in tech, Microsoft had not been cool for a long time, but now Satya Nadella, the new CEO, has replaced Steve Ballmer. He's making this thing cool again. Stocks moved up. Tell me more about why you like Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft was in a rut for probably a decade, right? And all of a sudden, we have seen over the last couple of years with the new CEO coming in, a real focus on mobile and on the cloud. So what have they done? They've bought Nokia's platform and services. They are really trying to become a broader-based, service-oriented company as opposed to one where you'd buy the contract. So they're closing out of the Microsoft 7 and 8 Office products, going to 10. It's going to be service-based. They're going to have a lot more of an opportunity to participate in what we think are growing trends within technology over the next 3 or 4 years.
And then finally, those are things you like. What are you avoiding? Which stocks do you want to stay away from as the year progresses?
Well, I think that people have been really excited about the consumer. But we've seen, and a Gallup poll suggested that since 2008, installment debt hasn't increased at all. That means that people with credit cards, in fact, people between 18 and 29, 36% of them don't have a credit card today. So that would suggest to me that instead of spending the benefits of gas, people are saving. And I think that those areas are going to be ripe for disappointment as the year progresses.
All right, thanks a lot, Wayne Wicker.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
And thank you for watching The Street.